Things first, Brandon, you're up first. You love Delonte West getting back on the basketball court.
This is amazing. If you're a sports fan, then you know this story. The last couple years, this guy has been homeless. He's been dealing with a lot of mental health issues. So it's amazing to see Mark Cuban personally go pick him up off the streets in Texas and get him on the path to recovery, on the road to recovery. This is an amazing story. Great job, Mark Cuban. The best thing you have ever done for somebody is this right here.
Great take. It's a great story.
Okay, Alex Cora needs to come back to Boston. Wow. John Heyman had a recent report, and I'll read you the tweet. He does, because Cora doesn't have the job yet, even though everybody thought, he'll take a year off, he got suspended and come back. Here's John Heyman. Cora, who won a ring as Boston's manager in 2018, has the support of ownership, fans, and some Red Sox star players. But Sam Fuld, who is from New Hampshire, and is well regarded, can't be ruled out here, as Bloom is said to love him going back to their Rays days. Look, I like New Hampshire as much as anybody else. Nice state, great maple syrup. But Alex Cora won the World Series. So the idea they're going to bring anybody else in, when the whole plan was to take a year off and then bring Alex Cora back, is mind-boggling. So hopefully Sam Fuld, nice guy, again, New Hampshire, great state, nice college, but just no.
When keeping it real goes wrong. Takk McKinley, you'll remember him from the great draft moment. He famously brought a picture of his grandmother to the stage. It was a wonderful moment. Unfortunately for him, that was probably the highlight of his NFL career so far. It's been a little underwhelming for the first-round pick. So he's wanted out of Atlanta. Atlanta's wanted to hold on to him. So Takk McKinley took an interesting tact himself this week when he tweeted the following. I think we can put it on the screen. I hope we can put it on the screen. These Atlanta Falcons turned down a second-round draft pick when I requested a trade last year. Oh, that's intriguing. The same Falcons, he tagged them too, turned down a 5th and a 6th-round pick from multiple teams when I requested to get traded this year. And then the best part, I only have 17 and a half career sacks. Takk McKinley letting the whole world know I'm not that good, yet people keep trying to trade for me. Someone trade for me. Falcons, let me get traded. The Falcons saw these tweets and said, nope, still not trading you, nor are we releasing you. We're going to fine you, and Takk McKinley has not erased these tweets. He's standing by him and even doubled down, saying, call Thomas Dimitroff. Those trades were out there. I'm just impressed by the audacity, Jenna.
I love it.
I love it.
Hey, guys, the Denver Broncos are 3-4. Their quarterback is Drew Lock. Does he play like Tom Brady? No. Does he exude confidence like Tom Brady? Oh, that is a resounding yes. Please check out the dance moves. This kind of dancing confidence, you don't just get this on a whim. You are born with it, you go to preschool with it, and you go to Pop Warner with it. And when you are able to, and we'll show you what it's like when you're on Pop Warner, and you have the dance moves to back your confidence up. Look at number 3. We all see it. We all see it. Watch the moves. So guys like this little kid and Drew Lock and Tom Brady and me, the dancing confidence we have, we were born with it. So the next time you want to poke a little fun, we may not make it as superstars in our craft. Sorry, Drew Lock, but we have fun doing it. All right, let's get you ready for week 9. All eyes on Bucs Saints, the rematch of the season opener. Bucs at 6-2, Saints at 5-2. You got divisional supremacy on the line. Remember, Drew Brees took care of business in the first matchup. But Brady's got this Bucs team playing awfully well right now, as Brandon reminds us every day. With that, it is time for his keys to the game. We're going to call it Brandon's keys to the game. It just flows better. Brandon, what are your keys to the Saints upsetting the Bucs?
Here we go. Let's jump right in. Number 1, you got to protect old man. Drew Brees, you can't allow him to be hit more than twice this game. Look, Wednesday he did not practice, but that's no news because he hasn't thrown the ball on a Wednesday practice for the last several years. So that's no news. When I used to get in a huddle, Drew Brees would be in there. He would say, okay, we're going to go I right Z zig and we're going to go X dagger. And then all of a sudden he drops back and he wouldn't throw the ball. Teddy B would be throwing the ball. Be like, wow, what's going on here? Well, Drew doesn't throw on Wednesday. But what it is a big deal is on Thursday, Drew Brees he's not participating, limited. So could this be something? They need to protect this guy if he's going to take the field. He has been limited in practice all week long. Number 2, Michael Thomas is finally back. He hasn't played since week 1. Throw this man the ball. Feed him. He's ready to go. He has way more energy than he needs. 15 targets. And if you do that, you could potentially find yourself upsetting the Tampa Bay Bucks. Number 3. Oh, these guys don't like each other, Nick. It's like me and you talking about quarterbacks. Something happens every single Sunday when they take the field against each other. Lattimore needs to limit Mike Evans to 50 yards. Week 1, 1 reception, 2 yards. Mike Evans, let's go, baby.
All right, so
those
I
are the
want to
keys,
focus
Jenna.
for
What
a
do you
moment,
think?
Brandon, listen, I think those are great, especially because I think the Saints are going to win. So I think they're going to be able to check all of those off. But the one that I'm most interested in is the second one. Because of my, did you get something in your eye there, Brandon? Jeez, my God, my take came through the screen and
Saints
hit him right
are
in the
going to
face.
win. I mean, you just said that. You just said that so confident. The Saints are going to win.
You just gave me the keys. You laid it all out how it's going to happen. But in order for them to win, Michael Thomas does have to be a huge part of this. And I want to ask you as a receiver, how much rust should we expect? Because obviously you've got the offseason when there's no preseason, a different type of training camp. He plays week 1. He has 3 catches for 17 yards week 1 and then gets hurt at a meaningless play at the very end of the game when he shouldn't have been in there. And now hasn't played for 2 months. So Michael Thomas hasn't had a really big game since January. It's November. Like, do you think if he is healthy, he's going to be able to just pick up right where he left off last season? Or should we expect some real rust here?
Well, there may be a little rust. Now, I'm more concerned about AB just jumping in and just, you know, contributing right away. But Michael Thomas has been on the field off and on for the last couple weeks. He's been in those meetings. He's been in the lab getting catches. He's been doing what he needs to do to get back into mid-season form. So I'm not concerned about Mike Evans. Mike Evans and Drew Brees, their chemistry is phenomenal.
Mike Thomas.
When Mike Evans is on the field, Mike Thomas, excuse me. Mike Thomas, when I was there, I mean, every time those two are in a huddle together, the ball is going to him. Like, those guys, their chemistry, that continuity is unbelievable. Some of the best I've ever seen between the duo. So I'm not concerned about them. What I'm concerned about is how healthy is he? He's been having this lingering ankle issue and also a hamstring. But let's see where he's at when he takes the field, Wilds.
So Brandon, about this ankle, because I remember we talked off air about this, that I think for people like me, don't get me wrong, world-class athletes, but never played in the league. When I get I've never had a high ankle sprain, and I'm like, and I don't think my ceiling's that high anyway. So I'm like, it's healed now, I can run. But you said like the high ankle sprain is a longer recovery. Like, you can play, but you're not necessarily at your best. Can you get into that of how good you think Michael Thomas would be?
Yeah, I go back to 2014, 2015, playing for the Chicago Bears. First game of the season, messed up my ankle, high ankle. The doctor said 4 to 6 weeks. Can't tell you what I did to get back, but it was just know that I took a lot of pain pills before the game. Following the next week, we played against the San Francisco 49ers. 3 touchdowns, 3 catches, 3 yards. Couldn't do anything, couldn't move, but the stat line looked good as far as touchdowns. It took me 6 weeks to fully recover. So this guy had more than enough time, Jenna, to get back to where he needs to be. He should be fine. Now, does he have, you know, his pop in his legs? Is his conditioning there? That's to be determined. We will see.